The facts matter.
Good morning, everyone. Virgo here. It is December 20th, 2019. Happy holidays to everyone. We're getting ready to turn the corner into the week of Christmas. And I'm not sure whether or not I'm actually going to be posting videos next week. I have a tremendous amount to get done. As you know, I have a new home that I'm trying to get put together. And then we have a company that's going to be coming next week. So I'm going to try to do Monday and Tuesday, but chances are I'll be taking the rest of the week off. However, I have a gift for everyone this morning, and that is that there is some new docket information on the Sharon Tracy Gale docket. We're going to be going over what that is, and we're going to be taking a look at the actual document that was filed. Now, let me just state this as a disclaimer up front. The document that is being used here is online for everyone to take a look at, and I will go ahead and put a link in the description for you as to where you can find it. But this is apparently an example of what has been filed that other people have been using and copying. So this does not have her name on it. It's not what is stamped from her court. However, this is exactly the same thing that's being filed. Affidavit for demand to dismiss Sharon Tracy Gale. That was filed on the 18th, 2 days ago, along with this, which is the lawful proclamation and notification of representation of a Moorish American national Sharon Tracy. All right, so as you can see, her name is on all of this. This is Sharon's actual docket. She's got a court case, as we know, that's coming up February 10th. And she's not looking forward to being there that length of time. So it's come down to filing an affidavit for demand to dismiss. Let's go over and actually take a look at what that document says. I think you guys will be interested in seeing that. The last time we took a look at this particular docket, by the way, we saw that the judge had put up a request, or an order rather, for appointing a backup counsel, which is William Davis Jr., who's going to apparently be backing up Sharon. She evidently did pass the competency evaluation that had been ordered, and they had apparently given it to her within 24 hours. So she is definitely standing trial in February. All right, so back to this affidavit for demand to dismiss. Let's take a look at what that actually says. All right, all of this, as you can see, has been placed on the Moorish American Consulate website. This is a document that they've used in the past. This one is stamped, as a matter of fact, by the court as of December 27th, 2018. You can see that this has actually been filed in a court before. It didn't work a year ago, so I don't know why it wouldn't work now. Anyway, all right, so here's the cover letter. Notice to agent is notice to principal, singularly. And again, this is not Sharon. This is just a name that is placed up here, been used before. It's been stamped by the court, yes, but this video is obviously about Sharon Tracy Gale. It is not in any way about the party that is in this documentation. So let me just make that clear before we go any further. So this document says, which would be Sharon Tracy Gale, do not consent to being detained, and I am not a U.S. citizen. I am a Moorish American national. For the record, on the record, I have no alliance with the foreign for-profit corporation, also known as the United States, I, Sharon Tracy Gale, do profess that I am party to the Constitution and part and parcel of the organic Moorish National Republic federal government. I am a direct descendant of the Moroccans who negotiated the Treaty of Peace and Friendship for the European colonists, which, by the way, says nothing about any of this, as we know. We've read it many times on this channel. Therefore, I, which would be replaced with Sharon Tracy Gale, state that my rights are secure and protected by the American Constitution for the United States 1791 and Treaty of Peace and Friendship 1786-1836. I, Sharon Tracy Gale, demand to be released immediately and all your colorable charges dismissed within 72 hours upon receipt of this notice pursuant to Treaty of Peace and Friendship Article 21 and the American Constitution Article 3, Section 2. All right. Then we have a blank sheet of paper. And here we go. For the record, on the record, to be read into the record, and let the record show. Universal Postal Union document number, and they go into the crazy document number, which is really just the certified receipt wherever they sent it to, which happens to be a copy was sent to Donald Trump after all. Writ of removal and commands to cease, desist, and dispose of all in rem processes against the Moorish Americans with notice of intent to lien and arrest command. Here we go, guys. No other way to piss off a court, right? Other than to do something as crazy as this. This is a universal and international writ of removal of all Moorish American nationals from foreign Christian de facto corporation custody, with commands to cease, desist, and dispose of all in rem processes coerced, forced upon, or mutually consented to where the Aboriginal, Indigenous, living, divine, natural, Moorish Americans of the land are concerned, as all corporate processes against the natural, living, divine, ancient, de jure Americans are fraudulent. This command declares that the said corporations have no further contact of any kind, to include written, spoken, telephone, electronic, or otherwise, with the living Moorish Americans. This command declares that and includes the freedom of all Moorish American nationals at North America who are unlawfully branded as Negro, Black, Colored, or African American. This is notice of intent to lien all de facto corporations and all corporations, DBA courts, judges, attorneys, bar members, bailiffs, police officers, clerks of court, and their heirs and assigns. All of the said corporations are to be arrested for fraud and high treason immediately, tried by military tribunal, and detained indefinitely in prison at Puerto Rico or Guantanamo Bay, Cuba. All corporations, DBA sheriffs, and U.S. military Grand Army of the Republic are to protect and serve the Moorish American nationals at all times. And then they've typed out their own delegation of authority. The Moorish Divine and National Movement of the World, the de jure Moorish National Republic Federal Government, the Moorish American Consulates worldwide, the Moorish American Article 3 Consular Courts, and the Moorish American people hereby declare, proclaim, and file this command with delegations of authority. By the same and additional delegations of authority are given by will of Allah, the authority of the Bull Anu, the Holy Quran of the Moorish Holy Temple of Science, divinely prepared by the noble prophet Drew Ali, the Treaty of Peace and Friendship 1786 and 1836, and the Constitution for the United States 1789 and 1791. The Moorish Divine and National Movement, the Moorish National Republic Federal Government, the Moorish American Consulate, the Moorish American Consular Courts, and the Moorish American people do hereby file this universal command. Bill of Attainder and contract case against all persons DBA judge for all corporations styled as courts, counties, cities, municipalities, states, districts, and U.S. Supreme Courts at North America. This is to include all cases that have been moved to other courts and otherwise. This is a counteraction to any past, present, or future filings by any corporations at North America. Notice to principal is notice to agent. Notice to agent is notice to principal. That was twice. Pursuant to the ecclesiastically delegated judicial authority of the Moorish National Republic federal government to carry into full effect and provisions of 1786 and 1836 Treaty of Peace and Friendship before an Article III court of competent jurisdiction and enforce the Constitution for the United States of America as to the restoration of proper and lawful due process under the organic American Republic Constitution law principles and operations. Did everybody get all that? All Moorish American nationals in propria persona, sui juris, in proprio solo, and in proprio heredis do hereby file this writ of removal. This writ of removal declares that all cases for all Moorish American nationals are hereby removed from the occupying European Christian United States U.S. Corporation unsanctioned corporate pseudo-court to the Moorish American Consular Court of competent jurisdiction for all cases to include criminal cases, the constitutional Article III Moorish American Court of Record, which is also the court of the Moorish National Republic federal government, who are the issuers of this command. All right, everybody, I hope you got all that. I know I was going pretty fast there, but I wanted to try and get through all of it, hopefully before the 10-minute mark. I almost made it. All right, everybody, I just wanted to update you. For those of you that do not know what the second piece of paper is that Sharon filed in the court 2 days ago on the 18th of December, it is her proclamation of nationality, showing that, or trying to prove that she is of the indigenous group of individuals that the United States government cannot touch. Again, this did not work before, so I don't know why it wouldn't work now. Tried it a year ago, and they've been trying it for years and years and years. This kind of, argument from anywhere from jurisdiction to nationality. It doesn't work. It never works. It's never going to work. But this is what she's trying, because as she said in her own words, I don't plan on being in jail until February. Unfortunately, Sharon, unless someone can come up with a whole slew of money because of the fact that you have a bail amount that is so high at this point, it looks like you're probably going to be there until February. I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, and I hope that everyone is staying nice and warm if you're in a cold state, and staying nice and cool if you're in a hot state. And I hope everybody has wonderful Christmas shopping going on this weekend. There's a lot of great sales right before Christmas. I am looking forward to seeing you all Monday and Tuesday of next week, or at least speaking to you all Monday and Tuesday of next week. However, keep in mind that there's a ton of stuff going on along with people that are visiting. And so if it takes me a little bit longer to get to you in the mornings for the first 2 days of next week, please understand that it's just that everything is kind of in an uproar right now with the holiday. But I hope everybody has a wonderful weekend, as I said, and I will see you again on Monday, and then again Tuesday. Okay, take care. Bye-bye.